أنا لست ممن قال كان أبي بل قلت للأكوان هانذا.
Welcome back, my dear friends. This is Mr. Sam Mukbil, the English teacher and the self-improvement coach. I'm so happy and very pleased today to talk to you one more time to start a couple of episodes that will help you greatly and tremendously improve your writing skill. I know that a lot of guys think that the writing skill is so hard and extremely difficult, but I think that you have to go through this process step by step to understand the best methods you have to follow through if you want to write a very good essay. Because I think that if you want to do any standardized tests such as TOEFL, IELTS, even SAT, I think that you should know how to write a very good essay out of 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs or even 5 paragraphs. I know that a lot of second language learners hate grammar rules a lot, but you know that we cannot avoid this at all. If you want to write a very concrete essay, you have to know some grammar rules. I think that it's not hard to swallow. If you just go through this process step by step, you can understand everything in a very amazing way. I prefer to start with some simple grammar rules, and I'm going just to help you step by step, one by one and little by little to know the best rules ever you can apply to your writing when you want to write a short story, an essay, or even an article. The first episode I'm going to share with you is the types of sentences. And today I'm going just to focus on 2 main kinds. Number 1, the simple sentence, and number 2 is the compound sentence. Now, what is the simple sentence? Now, the simple sentence is the sentence that has a subject and a predicate. Subject and predicate. Predicate means verb or action, and the rest of the sentence. Look at this sentence, for example, when I say Sam plays soccer, and period, don't forget the period. Sam plays soccer. Who plays soccer? Excellent, Sam. What does Sam do? Play soccer. Simply, I'd like just to ask you a very simple question. Do you have any conjunctions such as and, or, but, so, because, when, after, before? We don't have any of these conjunctions. Why? Because we have a very simple structure of the sentence when I say Sam plays soccer. So what is the simple sentence? The simple sentence is the sentence that contains a subject and predicate without any conjunctions. And you have to know that there is another name of this simple sentence. We can call it an independent clause. What is the independent clause? The independent clause is the strong one that can stand on its own. It doesn't need any other sentences to empower it. Okay? So please try to be like independent clauses and be strong. And be always strong. Even if you are alone, be always stronger and harder than a stone. Number 2, compound sentence. Now, what is the compound sentence? Simply, the compound sentence is the sentence that has 2 simple sentences. This is the first simple sentence, and this is the second simple sentence. When I say, for example, Sam plays soccer, this is the first independent clause. He always scores nice goals. He always scores nice goals. Here we have number 1 simple sentence and number 2 simple sentence. But remember, here we have a conjunction. You must join the 2 independent clauses with a conjunction, and don't forget, please, the comma before that, because if you don't use a comma or a conjunction, we have an error in English called run on. What is the run on? The run on sentence when you have 2 complete thoughts joined by a comma only or a conjunction only. So remember to use all the time if you want to make a compound sentence to join them, to join the 2 complete sentences, with a comma plus a conjunction and, or, but, so. So here we have a compound sentence. Sam plays soccer, comma, and he always scores nice goals. And remember that you cannot use these conjunctions as you want, everywhere and anytime you like. No, you have to make sure that there's a very harmonious relationship between the second sentence and the first one. For example, and is used with addition. I read a lot and I know a lot of information about different sciences. Or when you have a choice, I may stay at home or I may hang out with my friends. But when we have contradiction to different ideas, to different thoughts, for example, I always help people, but no one loves me. And finally we have when we have an expected result. An expected result. For example, we can say Sam or Mark reads every day, so he knows a lot of information about different realms of life. Or we can say Mr. Sam or Mr. Umar, for example, I can call him Hussam because I love him so much. Mr. Hussam explains the lessons very well, so everybody understands his style. Everybody understands his style. So to sum up, I don't want to talk a lot because I don't want to complicate the topic. Just remember that the simple sentence is the sentence that has a subject and predicate, no conjunctions at all. We have only a subject and predicate or verb. And the compound sentence, we have two simple sentences joined together using and, or, but. So, and remember to understand the relationship between the first simple sentence and the other simple sentence so that you can know what the proper conjunction that fits in the place here. This is a very simple exercise. Hopefully you can write the answer in the comments. Here we have Mark reads a lot. He doesn't know anything about plants. One more time, Mark reads a lot. He doesn't know anything about plants. Now, which of these conjunctions should be used? And for addition or for choice, but for contradiction. And finally, so exactly the same meaning of because, but because is used in a different place. We're going to discuss that later in the other episode. So by the end of this video, hopefully I have offered something very beneficial for you so that you can apply this to your writing when you start writing your paragraphs. And remember that this process is a very simple process if you want to make it so, and very hard and extremely complicated if you want to make it so. And by the end of this video, I'd like just to thank you from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, watching my video. Hopefully you can make your English better, stronger, and much more wonderful in the future. And remember that you can learn anything you want if you want to make that thing so easy and very interesting. And you can make it hard if you have that pessimism and that negativity. I wish you a very nice weekend. Full of love, full of passion, full of determination, full of practice positively, and full of all kinds of ecstasy. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye-bye.